Hi everyone. I have decided to do option 1 roles, considering the 5 stakeholders, teachers, administrators, students, parents, and the broader community, and how they can all be involved in the education and career life planning program. So from one of the readings we did in this module, Mod 2.1, one of the quotes out of Creating Pathways is, "Career life planning is now a lifelong process that requires all learners to be flexible and able to adapt to changes in themselves and the world around them." So thinking about that quote, the first stakeholder group is teachers, and I think the role of teachers in the career life planning program is to inspire students to find something that they're passionate about. We are getting a little bit better in the last, I'd say, probably 5 or 6 years to differentiating instruction and really cultivating kids' strengths and finding ways to show their learning and get them involved in different ways. So that's, I think, where the teacher's role lies. The next group is administrators, and although administrators probably don't have contact on the dailies as much as teachers and certainly parents, but administrators are essentially responsible for all of the teachers and all the students in the school. So administrators are also bringing messages down from the ministry, and wherever education is moving, the administrators are facilitating that. So that role in education and career life planning is very important, even if it's not seeing and talking to the kids every day themselves. The next stakeholder is students. Students obviously have a role to play in this, and their role is to be students and to learn how to not only manage the tasks that they do in the specific curriculum, but also they have to learn how to work in groups. They need to conform in a certain way. I know that's a bad word in some people's minds, but without conformity, society would be very different. So taking directions from people who aren't their parents and learning that, I think maybe for students sometimes disliking one of their teachers might be one of the most important learning experiences that they could have, because that will help them as they move along in dealing with personalities that they don't necessarily jive with. So also students have to put in the work and hopefully give everything a chance. Maybe they didn't think that they really liked sciences, but then they get into the biology section of regular science, or they take bio and they figure out that, hey, I really like this. So it's up to them to have an open mind. The next stakeholder is parents. Now, parents know the students the best. As much as teachers are trying nowadays to understand different personalities, essentially we're never going to know the kids the way the parents do. So parents have a different understanding of their kids than we do, and know what is going to inspire them to do the best that they can, and just understand all of the aptitudes and perhaps the weaknesses, and also they have a greater understanding of what truly motivates the students. So they definitely need to play a role in that as well. As far as the fifth stakeholder, which is the broader community, as far as career life program planning, that would be the availability of co-op placements. I know that the co-op department has to do a lot of cold calling to try to place students in positions where they can go and get a little bit of experience and figure out, hey, do I like nursing, or do I want to work in a factory, or do I want to do HVAC? That part of the community is certainly very important for students being able to test the waters in something that they think they're interested in. As well, with the 40 hours of community service that the students have to complete for their graduation requirements. Obviously, the broader community has a role in that as well. So all of these experiences will help students gain information about possible jobs and what they like and dislike. As far as education stakeholders for the broader community, well, I have a little bit of experience with that this week. Take you a little tour of my house. This guy here is going to say hello to you. This is my little guy, Max. Say hi.
Hi.
He, have you ever seen such small crutches? Anyway, he injured himself very badly this week, and I've been home for most of the week, back and forth to the hospital. So I'm actually getting an interesting perspective on how hospitals have to play a role, and CCAC and the LRT and all of those things as far as education is concerned. Certainly at the high school level, we have so many kids with mental health issues, and as I said in one of my posts, it takes a village to raise a child, and I'm really getting a taste of that this week and understanding how many people are needed when things aren't going great. So that's my post.